Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Sam Sheridan. I'm the rector here at St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Petersburg, and you have stumbled upon our long-form version of the announcements. The bells, the announcements that we give on Sunday during the service are often said very quickly, are often truncated, are often skipping as many as possible so that we can get on with the important thing, which is worship. But some people want all of the announcements. Some people are not getting everything from our website, which has a calendar, stpaulspetersburg.com. Or from our printed version of the bells, which comes every Sunday. Or from our email, because Lord knows, not everybody reads their church emails. I have about 400 unread emails myself. I got down to 0 last week. Sometimes I go and unsubscribe from things, but man, they just keep finding new ways to tell me stuff about what's happening at a business I ordered something from in, 2018. So we do the long form version of these announcements. We put them on the YouTube playlist and you get to hear what's coming up if that's what you would like to, if that's your preferred format. So this month, June, we are starting off with the parish picnic, June 8th. This is Pentecost. We're going to have one service at 10 o'clock this coming Sunday, June 8th. That service is going to be Rite 2. It's going to be music. There's going to be people wearing red. We're going to have the speaking in foreign languages. A couple of people have signed up for that. Then we're going to go and do our parish picnic at Battlefield Swim Club. If you have not signed up for the parish picnic, sign up for the parish picnic. Let me know. Let Sherry know. Bring a side. Bring a dessert. Bring your friends and family. We bought chicken for 150 people. We got 6 families signed up so far. We know that more of y'all are coming. We only had 3 people signed up for the parish workday this weekend. We ended up with 12 people at the parish workday. Signing up is not our strong suit, but we would love to know how much food to bring to prepare. So please let us know if you're going to come to the parish picnic on June 8th, Battlefield Swim Club. Doors open at 12. We'll be set up by 12:30. Now, the next Tuesday on June 10th is our second Tuesday of the month. We're going to start back with our Owls meetup. These are the older, wiser, and therefore more loving members of the parish who might want some socializing time. I don't need to be the instigator of that. I need to be the person who shows up and says hello to people. But we haven't done them in a little while, so I'm kick-starting them by an Owls meeting Tuesday, 10 o'clock, at Market Street Coffee, just behind the church. Come, get yourself a breakfast sandwich, get yourself a tea, a cup of coffee, a smoothie. We're not even going to get a big table. We're just going to mingle. And we're going to talk about how often we'd like to meet, where we're meeting next, what we're doing the next month. Come on to Market Street Coffee if you are older, wiser, and therefore more loving. It does occur to me to use the definition that I understand, it's not a seniors group. Anybody who's over 18 could join the Owls. Anybody who wants to socialize during the day, anybody who has Tuesdays at 10 or noon free is welcome to come and join us. We would love to see you there. The next day is one of our Facebook Live services. That's the Feast of St. Barnabas the Apostle. You can check those out online on Facebook Live for 30 days after we've done them. Or I'm about to make a playlist on YouTube of all of the services like that we've done so far. They are a prayer, a brief homily, and just something to commemorate the saint day that we don't have a full service for. Wednesday, June 11th, there's another Hope Center lunch. We have all the volunteers we need. It's the best problem you could possibly have. Ellen Smith has graciously been organizing these this year. This is her only year doing it. So if you think you might like to come to more of these Hope Center lunches and you'd be willing to negotiate which days they're going to be, I want to talk to you about it. But the one on June 11th is full. We have as many volunteers as we could possibly take. We'd start getting in each other's way. So I want you to start thinking about September 11th, which is the next Hope Center lunch that we're going to have. On Saturday, June 14th, that would be our second Saturday family service. No second Saturday family service on June 14th. When we announced these family services on the second Saturday of each month, we were not going to do one in January. We were not going to do one in June. It is now June. There will not be one. We will have a children's homily the next Sunday on the 15th, if there are children there who would be interested in it. So not on the 14th, that Saturday night, but if you bring kiddos on the 15th, we will have a children's homily prepared. Also on June 14th at Bruton Parish, our very own Steve Henley, you can't tell, but I'm gesturing towards where he normally sits at the organ, is having an organ recital at the historic Bruton Parish in Williamsburg. So if you make it out to see him, it is incredible to go to their organ recitals. It is incredible to hear Steve play. And if you can't, we should offer prayers for him because he's representing us. The next day, June 15th, that's the day when we're going to have the children's homily if some children show up. But it's also Easter season is over. The service is going to be more casual. The services are going to be more short. The 10:30 services are going to have no vestments for anybody except the clergy. I can't get out of it. It's going to be a slightly more relaxed service for the summer. Now, in addition to that children's homily on Trinity Sunday, we're also going to pray for our recent graduate, Harrison Sheets. So you should come down and we're going to send him off. I asked if he wanted to do it nearer graduation or nearer when he goes off to college. He said nearer graduation. So come on June 15th to pray for Harrison. Next up, Tuesday, June 24th, is another one of those Facebook Live services. This is the Nativity of John the Baptist. And then on June 29th, we have the Feast of St. Peter and St. Paul. Because we are a church named St. Paul's, we step out of the rhythm of the Revised Common Lectionary. And instead of doing whatever Sunday after Pentecost it is, we're going to celebrate the Feast of St. Peter and St. Paul. We're going to hear again the story of the conversion of St. Paul. Once again, you can't tell, I'm pointing at our window where the conversion of St. Paul is depicted. We're going to remember something of what it is to be named a church like we are named. That is a very special day for us. There are 2 days out of the year that commemorate St. Paul, and we celebrate both of them. So y'all should come on that day. The next thing, which is not in June, although I'm putting it in the June announcements, is July 4th on July 2nd. We are no longer doing our Wednesday night dinners. We're not doing our Wednesday night yoga. We are on Wednesday, July 2nd, having a July 4th party. Hot dogs, hamburgers, chips, fries. No fireworks indoors. I have asked very explicitly for there to not be fireworks indoors. You should come celebrate the 4th of July with us on Wednesday, July 2nd at 6 p.m. And if you're coming, let somebody know, let John Macklin know, let me know, let Sherry know, so that we have enough food to celebrate July 4th with you. Those are our announcements. There are other things that don't have to do with dates. We'd love for you to join the choir this summer. We'd love for you to be an usher this summer. We would love for you to join us in the Guild Room around 9:45 each Sunday morning, where we're doing adult Bible study. That had been as few as 2-3 people. Since we started advertising it, it's grown. We're now like 6 or 7 strong most Sundays. We want you to join us. And we do not have childcare this summer, but we have a growing number of people who are willing to be in the nursery if a child who needs the nursery show up. Last year we tried to hey, give us advance notice and we'll get the nursery attendant here. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is every Sunday, if you bring a child, we will make sure someone who has had safe church can be in that nursery with that child if you so desire. It's not the same as having the staff person, but it does mean that you don't have to plan in advance. If you wake up, 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, you're thinking, I could get down to church by 10:30, we want you to. And we want to make sure the nursery is available for you. The only other thing in the bells is that we do have a new parish website. It's the exact same parish website, only now it's .com. St. Paul's Petersburg, one word, no punctuation, capitalization doesn't matter. St. Paul's Petersburg.com. Everything I've just said, everything that's in the bells, is on the calendar on that website. We are slowly updating and adding things. I added a page last night about things the Episcopal Church believes. They're about the sacraments. They're about the baptismal covenant. They're about what we think of the Holy Bible. I'm going to be adding more and more stuff like that. We're going to be making it more and more useful. But the first thing we did was make sure the calendar was up to date. So everything happening in June is on that calendar. St. Paul's Petersburg.com. Thank you, Michael Mazaris, for setting up that website so that I could change it, because I couldn't change the other one. There are a lot of people whose labor goes into making this place as amazing as it is. A lot of people who have sweat equity in St. Paul's Petersburg. There are many ways you could serve. And if you are interested in being more and more part of this community, I would love to talk to you about what your gifts are, what you feel called to, what your charisms are, what you feel you might want to be stretched in. Because most churches, same 10 people do just absolutely everything. And that's great for those 10 people. Because Christian witness is about service. Christian witness is about rolling up your sleeves and getting something done. Christian witness is about making yourself a part of a community that prays. Those are, in fact, the 3 things our bishop has charged us with working on, is prayer, service, and community. So you're going to hear a lot about prayer, service, and community when you set foot in St. Paul's this summer. And I hope you'll do so every Sunday or every other Sunday or every time you have the energy so to do. We look forward to seeing you. God bless you. And may God bless the world through you. Amen.